Hey everybody, happy Tuesday. Welcome back to our translation series where we're taking wine speak and converting it into food speak and or English. Our topic for the day is sulfites. And we're talking about sulfites because a lot of people think they sound scary. They don't know what they are. They don't know why they would be in wine to start with. So we're gonna answer all your questions about sulfites and tell you how to get wine that is pretty low in sulfites if that's something you're interested in. So first of all, why are sulfites in wine? Now, it starts from the yeast. So as the yeast are converting sugar to alcohol, at the beginning, they're in this wonderful, amazing fruit juice. And there's all this sugar, and there's a bunch of other yeast that could be competing. Now, many of these yeast will die when it gets to like a couple percent alcohol because they're not very tolerant of the ethanol. But Saccharomyces, which is the name for yeast, Saccharomyces will produce sulfites in order to speed this process up and give them a competitive advantage so they can eat all the sugar and they don't have to share with any of their friends. So there are many wineries that if you don't add yeast at all, legally you have to put on the label contains sulfites because it's a natural byproduct of fermentation. Now, after fermentation, a lot of winemakers, myself included, add more sulfites because it is the only preservative that we add. And the reason that we do it is if you want your wines to age, it's part of what gives them that potential to hold up for a long period of time. And the reason that I pulled out Cote is because I have an 07 open, and the thing about sulfites is they do diminish over time. So if you have older wines, they have minimal sulfites in them. So I figured it was a good excuse to open up a bottle of Library Cote. Yay! So are sulfites a problem? Now, there are a number of people who do have sulfite allergies. There are a lot of people who say they can't drink, especially red wine, because of sulfites. And I think a lot of that is misguided. Now, statistically, according to the New York Allergy Center, the number of most people who are actually allergic to sulfites have asthma. And even of the people who have asthma sufferers, only 5, maybe 10% of them are actually allergic to sulfites. So if you don't have asthma, and even if you do, 90% chance that you're not actually allergic to sulfites. So if you have a sensitivity to something in wine, it's probably not that. Now, you know this if you eat any of the other following foods and don't have any issues. Mushrooms, trail mix. Do you eat dried fruit? Potatoes? Do you drink orange juice? Like all sorts of things. Sulfites can be in some medicines. They can be in, it's found in lots of different things. So if you eat dried mangoes or craisins, you can drink wine. Safely, it's not a problem. But like I said, if you want wines that don't have sulfites, just don't drink wines that were especially freshly bottled. But wines that have been, the farther you get from bottling, the lower the sulfite levels will be. So again, 07 Cote, good to go. The more you know, the better you drink. And this is a perfect case in point. Thanks, guys. See you next week.